Today, I'm playing ETS2 for the first time, buying a used truck, and running a delivery in Germany. This is all so unfamiliar, and yet so awesome. Alright guys, so I just fired up Euro Truck Simulator 2. Kind of. I drove 2 deliveries, just so I know how to play the game and to get my keys set up. My keys are 80% set up. I don't own a truck yet. I've only driven just a little bit. Here, let's pull up in the map. So, okay, so switching from ATS as an American, right, to ETS2, here's the thing. First of all, so here's my insight on this. This is interesting. So, I've never been to any of these places, right? This may as well be Fantasyland. Right now I'm in Germany. It may as well be Fantasyland because though I know Germany is a place that exists, I've never been there. I've never seen the roads. I can't pronounce any of the names of the towns, right? And here's the thing. So let me give you my philosophy on this. Let's look at the trucks. Here's the trucks. All these trucks look like ice cubes with wheels. I've never seen any of these trucks. Okay, these don't exist in America. So I'm driving trucks I've never seen on roads I've never seen, so it may as well be a fantasy game. That is until I get familiar with it, right? So you feel lost. The point is you feel a little bit lost. It may be the same for a European playing American Truck Simulator. I don't know. But I wanted to share that bit of stuff there. You see, I started this. I drove 2 deliveries with the loaner truck. I don't know what this truck is. We don't have these in America. We don't have any cab overs in America. Not since the early 80s, right? The point is, I got like 80% of the settings set up. I had a little trouble setting up the shift pattern because, I'll show you what I did here. We're going to work through some of this stuff. I got most of it already set up. I got the hard part done here. So I'm running a manual shifter. Now, I looked at some of this online and a lot of people said, if you want to be realistic in Euro Truck Simulator, drive automatic because all the trucks nowadays are automatic. That's probably a fair point, but I'm so used to shifting now from American Truck Simulator. So I'm like, let's look at the shifter layouts. Do it in America. It's very simple. We have Eden Fuller, right? Like 10, 13, 18. Here, it looks like in Europe, apparently every brand has their own shifter. And if you've seen some of these shift patterns, they're pretty wacky. They don't seem to make any sense. And I was like, man, how do I use a shifter pattern that doesn't break my brain? If you drive an Eden Fuller 18-speed transmission, the ZF16 is the closest. All the gears are in the same place. The only thing that's changed is the reverse gears or where the low gears are. And there's no low gears. It's just 1 through 16. I was like, hey, that makes sense. So I can actually drive this. So I thought I'd share that. If you drive a manual and you're wondering the same thing I was, there's that. Now, anyway, so here's what I did. I drove 2 jobs. I took out a loan. You see, I have 108,000 euros. I took out a 100,000 euro loan. I was like, okay, let's buy a truck and actually start playing this game because this is just a loaner that I picked. I didn't know anything about it. I've driven 2 deliveries. I've driven a total of 150 miles or so in Germany. I started in Germany because, so it's like, where do you want to start, right? And it shows you the whole, can I actually see a world map of the whole place or just Germany? Well, it shows me the whole map of all of Europe and it's like, where do you want to start? And my first impression was, I want to start someplace that speaks English. Yeah, but in England, they drive on the wrong side of the road. So I was like, well, no, that's right out. Look, nothing against the UK, but if I'm just learning how to play a game in a foreign land, I don't want to start on the wrong side of the road. Fair, right? So I was like, Germany is pretty central. So I started in Germany, Leipzig. I don't know one town from another. So it seems good to me. Here's all the places I've driven so far. So yeah, 2 jobs. Let's buy us a truck. So I figure let's start off with used trucks. I may not know this game, but I sure know American Truck Simulator. And one thing I love is they share all the same menus and everything. It's all universal. So we know that I can go to, first, let's have a look at the trucks. So here's the trucks they have. I've cruised through here a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy a used truck. I'll have a look at them and then we'll come and refer to them here. So yeah, they all kind of look the same. They don't have character like American trucks do. So one thing I was doing is kind of hopping on the inside of them using the Truck Explorer, which is a fairly recent new option in the games. This is really cool. So I can see what the inside looks like because from the outside, yeah, they kind of just look like an ice cube sitting on a skateboard. But you hop inside and of course they have unique options. They are unique trucks, but it's like they all look the same. I'm not from Europe. They all look the same, but, they have character. I've seen some of these trucks before, like in Farming Simulator, like Iveco trucks I've seen, and I've seen MAN trucks and Here's the thing. I'm not used to these. They have their own individual character. First, what I figured we'd do is let's start off with a used truck. So we'll go used trucks. Let's see what we got. We got 100,000 euros. Now, yeah, so none of these models mean anything to me. So we'll find a truck that looks good and we'll check it out in the Truck Explorer. Which truck looks cool? Okay, we only got 100,000, so we're restricted to as far as here for the used trucks. So just these first 6 trucks are what we're restricted to. Of all of these trucks, a Volvo is the only brand of trucks that we have in America, and they're not cab overs, obviously. What's that Renault T look like? Now, I haven't hardly loaded any mods. I've loaded, so I ran the game, I ran 2 deliveries, I loaded 2 mods, only 2. One is to minimize the advisor interface because I like that minimized, and the other is for rain because I don't like the default game rain. I don't have any mod trucks yet. So just FYI, I only got 2 mods. We just have all the regular trucks. I could be using, like I have some like John Ruda mod trucks I use in American Truck Simulator, which would work here, but we're going to be in Europe. I say, let's, when in Rome, right? So the Renault T, is that the truck I just said? How's it look on the inside? Does it look cool? Of course, this is probably like a limited edition or something. What's the basic Peon edition look like? Oh, geez. There we go. Standard 2013. Okay. Those are kind of small gauges, but it's got a built-in GPS. Let's see what kind of options we have. Weird looking steering wheel, but I suppose we can change that, right? No, not really. So used to driving mod trucks that have lots of options. It sucks. I'm checking out the trucks one by one. It's just because I have zero familiarity with any of these. I mean, never having even seen them in real life or anything. Like never. I live in America. I've driven all across America and back. You do not see these trucks here. You just don't ever. No matter where you go, you will never see them. I've lived 45 years. I've never seen one of these trucks. So I'm saying like completely foreign, right? Ooh, this one's all modern. I like this. All right. Yeah. I started driving the more modern trucks in American Truck Simulator. Like recently I drove in the Kenworth T680 and that new Peterbilt 579 I have with the digital mirrors. Gotten used to it. I like it. I like the look of this truck. All right, we'll get this one. I don't want to waste too much time. So I've looked at a couple and I'm like, all right, so services, used trucks. All right, this one right here. How much is it? $86,000. We are going to buy this truck. We now own a truck. It's in good condition. What it says, in a second, these get more expensive. Wait, how are these all 5 stars? If you buy a used truck in an ATS, is there a stat here I'm missing? 52,000 miles. That's nothing for a truck. It's got some wear and tear, but look, those numbers are all pretty low. Wow. There's some trucks, like in American Truck Simulator, you go to used trucks, they'll straight up be trucks with like 500,000 miles on them and stuff. I'm just making sure it wasn't one of those. All right, so we're going to sell Volvo. We don't have a garage yet. Can we? Ooh. Oh, yeah, we do, but there's no trucks at it. Okay, we're good. And it looks like we got 1 slot. There we go. Yeah, we got 1 basic garage. We got us a truck. Well, now I can actually free roam. See, I couldn't even, it's really restrictive when you don't have a truck because you can't even free roam. Now you can free roam. Okay, visit truck manager. Yeah, it's going to show a total of 1 truck, my Volvo FH6. All right, let's hop in it. Yeah, so I have most of my stuff hotkeyed. There's still probably some hotkeys I'm missing, but I got most everything. Here's our truck, guys. Oh, it's so cool. It is kind of cool. I've had ETS2 for a while, but I haven't fired it up for 2 reasons. Mostly for one reason. I was dreading setting up the hotkeys. Well, I did that today. But originally, I didn't like the weird boxy trucks. If you're American, they look weird. But I put a lot of thought into it over time and decided, you know what? I started thinking about it and driving them in Farming Simulator and stuff like that, and then decided, okay, what I'm saying is I spent some time to come around. All right, so this minimal trip advisor I have, this is different from ATS. It actually has a map. We should be able to toggle it off with F3. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. All right. I kind of like this minimal advisor better than ATS. It doesn't have the black bar at the bottom, just the numbers. All right, let's check out our truck. No idea what this thing's got, what the interface looks like. All we know is what I saw in the place. I think it looks cool. Again, it's an acquired taste, these trucks, but I took some time looking at them, getting used to them. This is our truck. Let's see, what's our dashboard look like? Where's our stuff? All right, let's see. So I can toggle, oh wow, crazy. I can toggle the map here. Wild. Oh, interesting. Guys, okay. I dig this dashboard. Wow. Yeah, okay. We're going to let's find us a shoppy and see what we can do with the truck, and we should do a job too. But I wouldn't mind seeing what kind of options we can do with this. Look, there's one right up the road. Right up there. So here's our starting garage in Leipzig, just because I've heard of like 2 towns in Germany, Berlin, like everyone has, and I heard of this in a movie or something. Like I don't know anything about Europe, so I started here. That's why, because I've heard of the place, and that's about it. All right. Whoops, hang on. Yep, Euro truck. Only reverse is like, so the way I have the transmission set up is like only reverse is in a different place, basically. The other gears should be in a mostly familiar place. Where's my view button? Map. We are going, okay, yeah, out this way. See how our new truck drives. Hopefully that sounds cool. Wait, these are geared a lot lower, aren't they? Or a lot higher. Well, they're geared differently, I should say. We'll see. See, I don't even know what transmission this truck has in it. European turn signals sound different from American turn signals. You know, it's one of those things I didn't expect to be a thing. Oh wait, you can't turn right on. You know, I already found this out. I've only done 2 deliveries, but one thing I already found out is in Europe, you can't turn right on a red. No, I've done it twice and gotten 2 tickets doing it. And I was like, okay, I guess in Europe, you can't turn right on a red light. Yeah, I was totally about to turn there. Okay, so we are going to turn over here. Look out. Yeah, so we're turning here, I think. Can I turn here? I don't know. We're going to see. I don't know what these... so the thing is, this is completely foreign land to me. I don't know what any of these traffic signs mean, right? It's weird. Oh, crap. What kind of options can we do with this truck? Can we personalize it a little bit with the 20 grand that we've got? So a lot of stuff is going to be locked, and we're going to have to level up to get a lot of stuff. Can we put a spiffy paint job on it? Yeah, hold up. Normally, I'm not a huge spiffy paint job guy, but I mean, well, that's the thing. I do have some unlocked just from a World of Trucks account. You know, that's kind of spiffy. Let's go with that. Oh, no. Never mind. That's really expensive. Guys, our truck is going to be, our truck's yellow, guys. Our truck is yellow. White. Our truck is white. However, it may be that I simply can't afford anything else. So, oh, I wonder, can we by chance? No, we actually, we can put a sleeper on this. What is that? Wait, what's the difference? Wait, what? What is this? Wait, well, it says sleeper. Arrow sleeper or sleeper. Okay, so the keyword is not sleeper, it's arrow. I see now. I was looking at it as sleeper. I'm like, what about, how is modifying the, okay, that's not the keyword. The keyword is arrow. Well, I like arrow. It looks like it has, we'll just keep what it had then. It already has somewhat of a hood. We can't do anything like this. Can we, I want to put a 6x4. I'm sure somewhere here we could put a 6x4, which in America is just regular, right? Nothing there. Transmission. Okay, my only choice is 12 speed. Now, I'm just going to assume it's using the 16-speed shift pattern. We'll confirm that when we get in the truck. I can't afford that. No, I like retarder. We'll just start with the engine brake on. Don't need a retarder. All right, so we'll save some more money there. Now, what about here? Dynamic. Progressive. Robust. I love these names. Dynamic and robust. What's the difference? The difference is a couple $1,000, apparently. But we'll go with the robust because it's better. I don't know what it did, but we'll assume it did something good. Probably something that'll be noticeable once we actually turn on all the bells and whistles. Let's see what else we can put on our truck here. So we can afford to paint it. Yeah, I was under the mistaken impression we could do other stuff. All right, so we can afford, yeah, let's put that Christmas paint job on it then. All right, cool. So that's really all that we could do there. All right, I probably edited a lot of that out. Basically, I couldn't put anything on the truck. I put a Christmas paint job on it because it looks pretty. It costs like 10 grand or something, but we didn't really have much money. So basically, here's our truck. It's pretty bare bones, but I really couldn't do anything with it. Looks nice, though. Looks pretty nice. Oh, let's start up our truck. So let's check our gears. Does it have a gear display? Oh, yeah. So, okay, e-brake. Yes, e-brake has a light. Always check this stuff. Okay, diff lock. Okay, it's over there. Okay, I see what. Engine brake. Yep, engine brake display is right there. Anyway, let's see. Is there a gear display? You guys see it? Okay, there it is. Okay, so this should be reverse. There's no reverse high. Okay. First high, second high, third high, fourth high, whoops, fifth, sixth. Okay, so basically we just don't have that last gate. Okay, so we got 1 through 6 gears. All right, a little weird. Yeah, a little weird. All right, let's get us a job. The cool part is that this is our truck. It's actually our truck. That's cool. So we got a bunch of stuff going to made-up sounding places. I'm going to pronounce stuff however I do. I'll try my best, and I'm not going to be embarrassed because I don't speak German, so you can't expect me to pronounce these correctly, right? Let's see. Kessel. Can we do the Kessel run in less than 14 parsecs? 146 miles. Oh, yeah, so I put everything on miles and pounds because here's the thing. I did the first job, and I was completely confused because I'm in a strange land driving a strange truck, and there's numbers I don't understand on the dashboard. I needed to be able to quickly interpret how fast I'm going. That makes, right? Nothing makes more sense than that. So we're running miles. Right. And pounds. So this probably says, well, anyway, we're running coconut milk. Yeah, 52,000 pounds. Coconut milk. Oh, spiffy. So there's our Christmas paint job. That's kind of cool. There was other flashier paint jobs we could have taken, but I'm not much for flashy paint jobs on the truck. I don't know. But for this one, I put this paint job on because there was really not much else we could do. All right, so let's get used to our truck here. All right, let's go down to 4th. Is this too fast? 3rd. I got to get a feel for the gears. And also, it doesn't help when the engine is this quiet. It doesn't help find your gears when the engine is literally this quiet. Man, they put the traffic lights in in Europe, dude. They put the traffic lights in weird places. Where are they at? Oh, what the heck? Are you kidding me? How are you supposed to see those traffic lights, guys? Guys, if you live in Europe, comment below. How do you see your traffic lights? Are you kidding me? I was like, where are they? Oh, they're in the stratosphere. I stopped on the line. Do you not stop on the line in Europe? Do you stop back from the line? See, this is awesome, dude. It's like the cultural shock part of this. There's a traffic light here right in front of us, I see. We still got to stop kind of far back from the line. No, yeah, see, I can't see. It's fine. In America, we stop on the line. You know what's funny in America anyway? So you can always tell if you pull up to a stoplight. You can always tell. Hang on a second. Okay. When you come up to a stoplight, you always want to get behind the person who's going to go the fastest, right? If you're in a hurry like me, like if you're not an old slowpoke, when you pull up to a stoplight, you want to stop behind the person who's going to go the fastest off the line so you can get going again, obviously, right? The way you tell that is you look for the person who's stopped the furthest forward at the light because that's the person who's always going to take off the fastest. So you look for the person with 2 wheels over the white line, and that's who you stop behind at a stoplight. That's the way I always do it. This is crazy culture shock. And well, the thing is also, yeah, so like I said earlier, also, I don't know what any of these signs mean. They may as well be in German. They're in German. Yeah, that's the thing. It couldn't be any more strange. We have different, like, driving Farming Simulator, I've seen that yellow diamond thing a lot. I don't know what it means. I have no idea. I know it's a common sign in Europe. But like these signs, we don't have in America at all. It's all right. So I'm going to miss some cues and whatnot like that. We are turning here. I can actually see this stoplight. They put them in weird places. All right. I like our new truck. I mean, it's good, right? I mean, it's good that I like our truck. It's very cool. Okay, we are getting our trailer here. And you know what's cool about this? This kind of almost adds to like the fantasy aspect, is that 99% of this game system is 100% familiar, right? Like, I know what we're looking for, right? I have driven 240-ish thousand miles, about 200, I looked yesterday, 238,000 miles I've driven in American Truck Simulator, almost 250,000. So what I'm saying is all that stuff carries over, right? We've just got the strange trucks, the strange land to deal with, but we know all of the interface, all of the everything. I love how all of that carries over. The menus, everything like that is the same. I got all my controllers here set up the same. My steering wheel, all of my same truck gear, you know, is set up the same. It took a minute to do the hotkeys and everything. Some still need to be set. I got the basic stuff. I like our truck. I'm excited that I like this. Like, I got 2 deliveries in and I was like, okay, let's start recording. I think we can do this. Oh, hold up. 1 second. Not everything's done yet. Let's see. Let's go to our options here. Where is gameplay? I didn't touch any of this stuff yet. Oh, so there's some stuff we want to get. Let's see. Audio. I'm gonna have to look at my ATS settings and carry those over. Some other ones like that. All this stuff. I'll go to ATS and grab all that stuff. Here, I forgot this. Okay. We're leaving most of the stuff normal. What we're looking for is realistic fuel, air brakes. I'm pretty sure I have a braking intensity turned down, but I'm not sure to what level. We'll leave that right there. Usually I have this turned down because here's what I found. In this game, or at least in ATS, you can always step on the brakes and stop. I have mine turned down pretty far. I'm not sure how far. I'll check. Because I think that sometimes if you're not paying attention, it should be hard to stop. But anyway, what we're looking for here is that, and I remembered because I'm hooking up a trailer. Where is the, here, automatic, no. I do that independently. Automatic, no. Traction control, we'll take that, sure. Automatic drop of liftable axles, no. I do that manually. Advanced trailer coupling, that's what I was looking for. Because I was getting ready to hook up a trailer and I was like, oh yeah, I have all of this custom stuff set. Okay, I want as much simulation as possible, right? And I may be new to this game. I may be new to Germany. But I'm not new to truck driving. Virtual truck driving, right? I'm very experienced at virtual truck driving. Wow, in Europe, you guys have small fifth wheels. What? That plate is so small. Well, maybe it's just the way it's painted. It looks smaller. Did we get it? I bet we got it. Where's your hitch at in Europe? What the heck? How far back is your hitch? Oh, wow. You guys' hitch is way back there? Guys, give me extra points for getting that. I was expecting the hitch to be about 1 axle forward, right? Okay. Okay, we still got it. What do we got? What's this? This is coconut milk, right? So let's get going. I'm rolling backwards, so... Okay, cool. Ooh, this truck actually takes well to rolling forward on a slope. Where are we going? Guessing the way we came out. Okay, I like this Volvo so far a lot. How long is our trailer? Well, yeah, how long are y'all's trailers in Europe? That's a good, fair question. In America, standard is 53 feet. That looks about normal length. Okay. That just occurred to me. I was like, wait, they have short trucks. Do they have, whoops, I killed it. Do they have short trailers too? Now, driving a cab over truck is actually not weird for me because one of my favorite trucks to drive in American Truck Simulator is that cab over Peterbilt that I drive sometimes. So luckily, I'm not completely behind the times or behind, you know, the curve on that. Are your well, I mean, I was going to say, are your stoplights really like this? But obviously they are. Because, you know, one thing I know from driving American Truck Simulator, this stuff is realistic. Everything that we're seeing here, this would be Germany. So how do you guys see your stoplights when you're at them? I mean, look, see that car, look where he stopped. How would he see that light? In America, that light is on the other side of the intersection. That's what I'm getting at, is the light is on the other side so that you can see it. Anyway, bunch of weird cultural stuff. Well, it's not culture. What is that? That's road stuff. There's a word for it. Okay, I keep redlining this truck. This truck's engine is... Well, it's not redlining. The only reason I know I'm running too high on the RPMs is because I have a RPM meter on my steering wheel, and it was flashing red at me. Where is my RPM on my... Hang on a second. Where was that? I'm on a more visible tachometer. We'll try this. Where's first gear? We'll try this. Okay, my tach is at the bottom of the screen. And I'm flicking my info screen. No, this info screen works. The tach is just really tiny. Okay. Well, this truck has 12 gears. I'm used to having 13. Yeah, but the speed in these, this is geared differently. Yeah, this truck is geared way differently. You know something I didn't check? Are y'all's trucks in Europe, are they, does this have four-wheel steering? I can't check right now. I mean, I don't know. It occurred to me. Because that was making that turn pretty good. Speed limit is... Okay. What's fifth gear? Fifth gear feels like... Fifth gear feels good for 30 miles an hour. Alright. See, in my truck, I would have shifted a little sooner. In my American truck. I guess we're turning. It says we're turning here. I'll have to get used to these road systems. Okay. Probably go up to third. Turning here. So does this truck have four-wheel steering? Not that I can see. I was just curious. Get around this turn here. But it just seemed like it turned really, really well. One thing that's really cool is that, like... Second. One thing that's really cool is I know... So, playing American Truck Simulator and living in America... What's the bumps? What? I have no idea what those bumps were. Anyway, playing American Truck Simulator and living in America, I know exactly how accurate the roads are. And it's pretty darn accurate. So... Yeah, I gotta assume this is what it looks like driving in Germany. It's wild. I mean, yeah, the places I've been in America, compared to ATS, straight up carbon copy. Some of the same signs are even in the same places. So I gotta assume they have the same detail here. So that's cool. Oh, are my lights on? What time is it? Oh, it's on 24-hour time. Of course, I'm in Europe. You know, in America, your average American can't even read 24-hour time. Like, I was in the military, so I can, but that's what I'm saying. In America, it's mostly only people who work in hospitals or in the military who can even read that kind of time. Y'all in Europe are crazy. It's okay, I can read it. Of course, nowadays, something I've heard of, and I kind of wasn't prone to believe this until I saw it demonstrated. There's some of the people here in America, in the newer generation, who can't even read a clock. Now, I heard that, and I was like, no, that can't be true. But I have seen examples of some Gen Z kids that actually can't read a clock. And I understand it. It's because, when do you need to? Why am I not moving? Hang on a second. Hold up. Why's my truck not moving? Oh, I died? Oh, my... Guys, how do you drive these quiet trucks? Why is my truck dying? Hang on a second. How do you drive these quiet trucks? That's weird. I couldn't get started there. Oh, red light. Oh, shh. Whatever. Whatever, copper. You'll never catch me. So you guys don't have shoulders in Europe. Well, they don't have as... I guess you guys don't have as much room for roads, so you don't have shoulders. Yeah, I think there's a couple places... Well, that one place where I was like, oh, what am I hitting? And the obvious answer would be curb, but I was aware there was no shoulder, and I looked. It didn't look like I was hitting the curb, but there is a lack of shoulder here. So we're just going to stop further back from the stoplight, or just look over here, I guess. We should be stopped in a good spot. Yeah. But it's so close. All right. I'll just wait for him to go. Okay. That's so funny. I killed my truck and I literally couldn't tell. Yeah, well, we can find us different engines and stuff like that, but I'll have to level up to unlock some stuff. So we've still got, oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys have, the other thing in Europe, they have slow speed limits. Yeah, and a lot of stoplights. Well, I looked down there, we still have 128 miles. I did not hit him just now. There's no way. Okay, I was going to say, well, I heard a sound just now. I was like, no way. Anyway, we still have 128 miles to go. How is that possible? There's a lot of stops and slow speed limits. Yeah, earlier, like I said, I did a couple deliveries to start off. And the deliveries, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was driving like on what would be freeway. I don't know what they call it in Europe. It's what would be freeway, but the speed limit was 50 miles an hour. Now I'm assuming that was truck speed limits because the cars were zooming by me. The point is though, truck speed limits are pretty slow, it seems like. But it looks like, speaking of which, I think finally here we can get some speed. So I like this truck. Yeah, I'm glad we chose this one. And it is a Volvo, which is a brand I've actually heard of. So, I mean, that's a bonus. We have Volvos in America. When do I need to shift up? Actually, I think I'm pretty much good in whatever gear this is. 6 low. Oh, actually I'm speeding. I'll just set cruise control then. Guys, we're finally cruising. Oh, car, look out. Hang on a second. Well, we were cruising for a second there, but where's my engine brake? Oh, man. Oh, wow. How quickly we learned to... Oh, I had to figure out real quick how to bang down gears in a freaking European 12-speed. Well, I was trying to figure out where I was like, oh, crap, where's my gears? And I was like, I'll just slam on the engine brake. But the thing is, engine brake doesn't work in neutral. I had to pick a gear, and I was like, crap, which gear do I pick to engine brake in? Oh, we got it. I don't think I redlined the truck. Now we're kind of cruising. Well, you know, one thing I figure in Europe is everything's closer together, right? All these towns here are like 10 miles apart or something. From what I'm told. I don't know if we'll have much time to get up to speed. Okay, so we are turning. I don't know what any of those signs mean, but I know what, I know we're turning right here. The truck turns pretty darn good. I mean, I don't imagine it's any shorter than, oh, the cab over I'm used to driving in American Truck Simulator. I mean, I don't know. I know this is only a 4x2, but I looked at some of these trucks in the Truck Explorer, and when you took it from a 4x2 to 6x4, it didn't increase the length of the chassis. Like, what I mean is when you like, hang on a second, can we get over here? I can't move my camera. What happened? Anyway, when you look at the chassis, when I moved this up to a 6x4, whoops, it basically just put the other two wheels where the fuel tank is. It didn't lengthen it. Sorry. Okay, let's, gear am I in? 5th gear? Something, 6, okay. I was trying to get outside view of the truck, but it's very foreign to me. Yeah. So 50 miles an hour? Okay. What was my cruise control set at? Should be set at 50. Yeah, wait, is that where my cruise control is? No? Then what is that? That's the speed limit. How can I see what my cruise control is set at? I don't know. Well, I thought maybe it would display So that on the speed, on the, right beside the speed on my, oh wait, that's my cruise control. It's the green number, of course. Well, there's a bunch of numbers. So the speed limit is to the right of my speed. The green number below it is the cruise control setting. Awesome. So right now I'm set for 55. Then why am I going 44? I don't know. Let's take it off. No idea. Should really pay attention to where I'm going. Well, you always got that. You got that period of adjustment where you got to figure out new gauges, and these are not like what I'm used to. My headlights are on. Oh yeah, they're on. It's that time of day. It's that time of day when you. Are my headlights on? Yeah, they're on. I just can't see. Okay, so 50 miles an hour set. Yes, so the green number is indeed cruise control setting. Slow down to 50. Okay. Very cool. We've got 67 miles left. All right, I can kind of chill here a little bit. Euro goodies. Whoops, swervy there. Euro goodies. Was my truck speeding up? I set it for 50 miles an hour. Well, I don't have the retarder on it. I mean, that could be it. Yeah, I can turn the engine brake on. Let's turn the engine brake on. Do I need to sleep? Crap. Yeah, but I kind of missed that. Hang on a second. Shift a little bit here. Y'all's engines are so quiet. What's that sign mean? 80. Oh, that's probably kilometers. Okay, I got my cruise set back for 50. This time the engine brake is on. Yeah. Oh, but I'm struggling on that hill. Yeah, I didn't look at this engine. I don't know how much horsepower my engine has. So quiet. I wonder what this thing is over here on my pillar. What do you think that thing is? Oh, is that a phone? Looks like one of those old school Nokia phones. That's probably what that is. I don't know. Or maybe it's like a radio or something. So will my engine brake slow me down? Nah, it looks like I need a legit retarder to slow down then. My cruise control is just cruising me right past 50. Alright. Oh, none of those words make any sense, but we're going to Kessel. I remember that much. Yeah, this truck is pretty gutless. I like it, but it's pretty gutless. The downshift a few times here. So I'm guessing we want to be in this lane here. Wait, nope. Yeah, I caught that. I caught it. Okay, this is probably going to split off, or maybe not. Slow down a little bit here. Oh, instant merge. Okay. Downshift. Man, there's like no feedback from the engine. I mean, auditory. There's no audible feedback from the engine. Like, barely. It's very faint. But I can adjust all that stuff in settings, you know? Like, I could go to the settings and, like, give it more gearbox feedback into the thing, or just find a louder engine, I guess. I don't know. To be fair, I saw electric trucks on the list. That'd be weird. Hey, we're getting close, guys. 16 miles. Oh, I see it on the map. see it on the map. Oh, wait, 37-mile-an-hour speed limit. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like California. We have slower speed limits for trucks. Let's slow down a little bit. Is that an electric car here beside me? I swear I heard an electric engine. Oh, maybe it's my, whoop, there we go. Sorry, wrong button. It's probably my transmission. Man, I'm barely pulling up this hill. Okay, we are turning up here. Okay, and we are going this way. Truck's pretty smooth. Oh, I got to give it to it. This truck is... Are we... This truck is really smooth. And, I gotta find the right gear. Second gear, I guess it is. Yeah, the truck's really smooth. It drives really good. I haven't had any issues, right? With the actual driving, shifting, steering, none. No, truck drives really smooth. Turn my engine brake off now. Whoops. And are we turning here? Whoops. Yeah, I think we're turning here. Okay, let's see here. I've not backed up a truck yet in ETS. I did two little, quick deliveries with the rental truck, and I didn't back anything in. But so yeah, so now I'm ready to do that. Let's see, are we turning? Oh crap! Like right here, I think. Hang on a second. Let's get our external. I think, yeah, I can't see it. But I think that's where we're going. Why don't I get back in the cab and look at the... No, it's up. Wait, I got something kind of a little bit blocking that part of my screen ever so slightly, so... Here. This is where we're going. Whoa, 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 buddy. Maybe it's my fault. We're going... Okay, I see where we're going. Yeah, I kind of got... some overlay stuff kind of blocking a little bit of my screen right there. We're going up here. I was in the... Okay, first shifting mistake. I was in the wrong gear. My bad. Alright. This is where we're going. Let's see if we can back up our Volvo. It's a short little guy. And not much space in these Euro parking lots. We'll see here. Alright, where do you want it? Okay, that should be no problem. Alright, let's go. Okay, except we get that trailer blocking me. Yeah, that's less than convenient. Okay. Oh, how did I kill it going backward? Well, here's the thing. They're trying to trick you. See the way that white trailer is partially blocking that? They did that specifically so that if you turn and go that way, you have to hook it in weird. Do that kind of crap on purpose. You want to cut it in from this direction. Yeah. I may have just started playing this game, but luckily, you know, this kind of knowledge carries over from ATS, right? Oh, my character's yawning. Oh, that's always so annoying when you're backing in. And it scared me too. So this time, for no particular reason, I made my character female. For no particular reason. Yeah, so it scared me. So if you make your character female, you have a female yawn. How about that? I never considered that. All right. Should be better backing in from this direction. Let's take it kind of slow, because there's no way we're cutting in from the other side with that white trailer blocking it like it is. I've thought so many times about just turning the fatigue simulation off, but I like having something I have to pay attention to. Where are we going? Going over here. And this truck swings around like a dream a little bit. Now these short trucks. Whoops, too much. Hold up, that's too much. Yeah, she scared me with that yawn. Let me straighten out. Hold on. Did I kill it? It wouldn't stop. Why am I rolling backwards? Am I still in reverse? Why am I rolling backwards? I tried to straighten this thing out a minute ago. There we go. I just wanted to unkink it. It was kinked. We're doing so good there. We're doing so good, but then it got cut too fast. Hang on a second. I just need to get the cab on the other side of the trailer is what I need to do. I need to get the cab over here. There we go. Hook it back, hook it back, hook it back. Okay. 1800 degrees of steering wheel rotation. Still getting used to that a little bit. When you cut the truck, you got to cut it hard. It's weird how fast it swung around, but you know why that is? Yeah. Whoops. Short truck. Hang on a second. Okay, I messed up a little bit, but why am I going backwards? It's in first. I had the same problem a minute ago. It's so weird. I almost think there's some kind of, you know what? I'm wondering, is there some kind of automatic assistance on that I don't know about because I just set up the settings, right? Okay, so that's the second time. Look, wait, the truck's automatically backing in. I'm not pressing anything. What? Oh, guys, there's some kind of automatic setting on. What the heck was that? I wasn't pressing anything. Wait, do European trucks do that? Do European trucks park themselves? I mean, I'm halfway joking. Anyway, guys, so completed the first little thingy there. I like our Volvo. It's time to do more jobs, stuff like that. Thanks so much for watching me today. Obviously, I don't even have to say it's my first time playing ETS2 because I clearly had no idea what I was doing. So, of course, it was my first time. What do you guys think? I was curious about it, but I caught the game on sale. I've only had ATS for so many years. I caught this game on sale a little while ago, and I was like, okay, let's pull the trigger. Let's buy it. I didn't get any DLC yet. I wanted to test out the game first and see. Luckily, if you play ATS, the game is 100% familiar. The only thing different is the trucks in the country. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys back very soon. Every day, new videos, all kinds of stuff. And thanks a lot, guys. Peace out.